London is a city that never stops, it's just constantly moving. So to actually find yourself in the middle of the city, probably 5 minutes walking from the tube, and find a place that's tranquil, peaceful, harmonious space where you can rest, it's quite unique, I think. When you walk through the door for the first time at Jamyang, you immediately feel almost like a weight going off your shoulders. You feel relaxed, you feel you're in an oasis of calm and spaciousness, and that's, I think, something very hard to find in London. Jamyang is quite unique because it is a Tibetan Buddhist center, so it's decorated in a traditional Tibetan way. It has some Tibetan iconography. You don't have to be a Buddhist to enjoy and appreciate the quality of those paintings. What Jamyang offers to people that come here to have a meeting or an away day is a variety of rooms that are very conducive to being focused, being relaxed, being open to ideas. In general, meetings tend to go very well. To make noise is perfectly fine. The walls are very thick, shouting, dancing, that's all fine. The whole space is dedicated to the team or the group that's here, so all the staff, the food, everything can be tailored to the needs of the groups that come here.
This particular room is called the Tower Room. It's a very simple space, bare, clean, clear, open. Nice wooden floors, underfloor heating, tall windows letting in natural light, blackout curtains that come down so you can do presentations. We supply screens, the projector, a laptop if you need that for your presentation. Some groups have used this room for yoga, some for Tai Chi, some for healing therapy. Then others have used it for team away days. It's a nice neutral space, so you can really use it for what you want. This is the old courtroom. So this room's ideal for groups of about 35 to 70 people, and it can be laid out boardroom style, theatre style, how you want to lay the room out. The most obvious feature in here is the Buddha. Some people find that iconography slightly off-putting. Others find it very useful in putting all of the group out of their comfort zone in a little way so that they can then work with them in a more creative form. Others find that having the Buddha looking over their group actually helps everybody behave a lot better. We always give this option of pulling the curtain back to cover the Buddha. We have just installed underfloor heating in this room, which makes a huge difference in winter. The other thing we've been told by people who practice music is that this has very good acoustics. This is the heart of the old Victorian Metropolitan Police Courthouse building. So behind me you see the black or dark wooden canopy. That's original. Underneath that sat the magistrate and later on the judge. There are people here who remember very clearly when the IRA terrorists who did the Bellingham Street siege were being arraigned here, that there were snipers on the roof, and there was that very, very high security for this prison. The judges were brought in and they never left the building. They would stay on site, up above, for up to 6-7 weeks. Some of the famous people who were tried here are the Cray brothers, Cray twins rather, and they say that Charlie Chaplin's father was actually tried in this building. And of course Charlie Chaplin's whole family ended up in the poorhouse next door, which is now a cinema museum. So this is the library, and it's ideal for smaller groups and also one-to-one discussions. The space is private, it's quiet, it's intimate, it's ideal for that kind of thing. Because of the privacy in this room and the quietness and its sense of intimacy, it's often very good for direction-type meetings where you have to come to hard decisions. So now we're in Jamyang's bed and breakfast facilities. We have 4 comfortable rooms with very comfortable beds and warm in winter. We have just recently restored and put in new heating. We also have a private kitchen at the end for people staying over. So if you have facilitators who are coming down for the course, this is ideal for them to stay on site. It's quiet, it's private. But remember, this was a prison cell, and the doors, as you see, have got holes to be for your spy hole and the hole for your food to be put through. We've blocked those up now, so you do have privacy in this place. When we did the upgrade though, we found a whole load of stuff that the prisoners had stuffed down behind the radiators. There's a charge sheet and quite a lot of the keys for the old building we still have. We've got a prisoner's diary from 1946. Cigarette packets, remember in those days everybody smoked everything all the time it seems. Combs, toothbrushes, and also prisoners' doodles. I mean, this one says Glasgow, Mary Hill, Newest. I don't know what that refers to, but clearly they were in for a while because on the back you see they're counting off the days, which makes a kind of unusual place to stay overnight really. We have the best coffee in South London. This is the best espresso you'll find in South London. We have a tea station, free run tea and coffee for the group. We do full catering service, lunch, brunch, breakfast. It can be hot, it can be cold. These cakes are absolutely delicious. They're the cause of my expanding waistline. All the bakery products, they're all baked on site by Ali, our cook.
We're making bread, of course, which we do every day by hand, which is a real joy. We're very privileged to be able to do this. And we use very traditional stone-milled flour. This is actually made using a British wheat, which is a low-protein wheat. So it requires a little bit more work, but has a lot more flavour, and it's a lot easier to digest. Visitors to Jamyang, they're always thrilled, actually, to see homemade bread. And I think it does embody a real sense of community. And people do feel they come in just for a couple of hours and they can be part of our little community. And we put a lot of love into the food, and people really do pick up on that. It's the way we feed people, and they really do leave here and take that with them.